Alright, so it's an exciting day here for the roasting team at Artistic Coffee because we've got a new toy. What do we got here, Zach? What is it?
My new roaster.
That's it. We've got ourselves an Aillio Bullet R1 V2. So we're going to unbox it and just show you what it's all about and then tell you how we're going to use it here at Artistic. All right. Oh, I think we're going to have this double boxed. All right, so what we'll do, just go over this side, pull it to you, Zach.
Yep.
We'll chuck that back on the floor again.
Yep.
All right, and we'll grab, you grab those two flaps, I'll grab those two, and we'll lift her out.
Maybe.
Double suction. Oh, that's not going to go. All right, let's give this a go. Let's see if we can grab the actual foam out. There we go. Pop that over there. More foam out. All right, you want to get your hands underneath?
There we go.
There we go. All right, you dig in a bit more in there.
Yep.
We made that look really heavy, but it's actually pretty light. So the Aillio Bullet does sit really well in the commercial and home environment. As Zach gets a few of the goodies out, ready for the reveal. Voila! This thing is beautiful. It's such an amazing design for a home roaster. It gets pictured like this all the time. And yeah, can't wait to get our hands on it and start roasting some few roasts on this.
Look at that.
Nice, isn't it?
Beautiful.
All right, so you get your little power cable, which comes with it. You've got obviously your manual. Open that up and have a look what's inside that one. This is your cooling tray, which is a detachable cooling tray with a filter there and a little fan, so you can basically remove it once you've roasted. That's a really cool feature, so you can get it away from your roaster, and that'll be powered up by connecting it into the roaster. You've got your little funnel, which would sit into there, allowing you to drop in your green. I'll spin around a little bit. What do we got around the back? There we go. We've got where your smoke and anything you create is going to come out of there. You basically your output. Now that can vent into a small space like this in a big shed, and you can run it outside. So I believe the tip is if you've got 200 grams, you can roast inside, not a problem, but when you hit the 1 kilo, it definitely needs to get vented. Looking at the front there, you've got a beautiful big display. So that display allows you to control everything for the roaster. It'll give you your temperatures and your times, which does link straight into their own software. And also you can control it from the software as well. So just straight from your laptop going back into the actual roaster, which is pretty cool. All right, that's a service kit. So it's coming with USBs. There we go, to update software, a whole lot of screws to be able to do some maintenance. What else have we got here? Pull to empty, so that must be a little handle for the back there for the chaff. Another USB temperature probes, I'd say, or some sort of connectivity there. We'll have to work out what they're going to be for. Another little box of goodies in here. Oh, that's heavy. Just going to put that one in. That is a very solid knob. Oh, that's your little sampler. Look at that beautiful little timber sampler.
It's nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. We'll put that together. That looks like it needs a little bit more of a, there we go, thread that in there with an Allen key one way. And then you can screw your sampler on again. So that's really nice. That's a real nice little finish. You can do the honours there. First time, put the sampler in. Yep. And that's the little rubber bung which goes over the top here like that, so that once you've roasted, you drop your beans in, the heat doesn't escape. So that's a cool little feature. And I'm sure there's some other little bits and pieces in there that we're going to be able to have a play with. So Zach, why do we get one of these, mate? What are we doing here that we need a small 1 kilo roaster?
This, I think, allows us to better understand our coffee. You know, we can roast some smaller samples. It gives me the ability to play with those samples, to try and test recipes to provide our wholesale accounts with. I think it's, you know, allows us to experiment a lot more.
Yep. Do you want to touch that again, mate?
I do.
Like you're in
It's
love
really
with it there a little
sleek.
bit.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like how simplistic it is. I think it's straightforward, which
Yep.
for people at home it is not so daunting as well. I think it's important that they're not overwhelmed with all the bits and bobs.
Yeah. So what Zach's sort of touching on there, that's allowing him to do a 200 gram roast of one, say, single origin of the month. And that means he can do perhaps the good, better, best approach and only use 600 grams in total to get a longer profile, a normal middle profile and a shorter profile to see how the flavors are going to change in those roasts.
Yeah.
Then he'll be able to use that data and replicate it for our single origins of the months mainly, is really what we're trying to do, is step up the game on our singles. And then roast a full kilo once he's worked out what that recipe is, and then allowing him to do, what do you normally do with our singles every month, mate?
To age it, to test recipes, yeah. So instead of roasting that 200 grams, which is gone like that, I can experiment, then I can roast a kilo, I can age it and come up with those recipes with aged product.
Yeah, so you're able to develop the recipe out of fresh product, for espresso, filter, batches,
V60s, batch brews, yeah.
And then you'll go back the next week off the same batch of roast.
Correct,
and be able to then make sure that recipe works really well.
Yep,
So that's really exciting.
Really fine-tuned,
Yeah, because our IMF is a 30 kilo. We just can't do a 200 gram sample or a 100 gram sample or a kilo. So this is going to be really cool. Found out what this nice heavy knob is. You pop your screw in, a little washer in there. You do the honours, Zach. There we go. And that allows you to screw in your knob into the front door. Woo, that thread all went all the way in. That didn't work. All right, there must be a trick there. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's do it this way. Read the instructions. There we go. You screw into the door first. Find the thread. There you go. Give yourself a couple of turns. There you go. That bottoms out, and then you pop on your washer as a insulator, because it obviously will get hot. Then you can screw on your knob only by hand, it says here. There we go.
Wow.
And you'll be able to drop your roast straight out of there.
Very
Which
cool.
would drop into your tray. Pop that under. There you go. There is the full looking Aillio kit.
That's very cool.
That is very cool. Well, if you haven't quite worked it out yet, we're really excited. It's super tech. The roaster's been around for quite some time, but there's been so many iterations and just adding so much more cool tech to it. Can't wait to get on and give it a roast. It's not your normal electric element. It's an induction element, so everyone says it roasts really well, as close as you can get to a gas roaster. So it's definitely a safe option for your home, but also for us here as well. So we look forward to roasting on it. We're going to do a lot more videos on how it works and how we use it here, we are available to support that as well. So if you're looking at getting one of these, we'll be able to sell you one of these, warranty it, but also teach you how to use it. So that's something, excited about doing.
Very excited, yeah.
Awesome. So again, if you've got questions, probably can't answer them right now, but if you put them down below, I'm sure we can answer them in the future. We look forward to sharing it with you.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.